to that you notice that it's more of a little street. You see there's some like houses and stuff, but most of the things as you get closer, at least the ones you can see, are kind of boarded up, and it would be the noise is coming to the left over.
So like as we get through that little alleyway?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Who's the first one to kind of what do you guys do?
It'll probably be me. And so I want to listen to where the sound. Try to listen closer to where the sound's coming from.
Okay. Yep. You notice you can definitely tell just starting it's coming from the left, and you're starting to hear something a lot more clearly. And this brownie, what would you like to have them start to hear a little more clearly?
So every once in a while you're just gonna hear kind of a and then it's someone just talking to themselves. And she's are they gonna be able to see her?
If Nine's peeked around, yes.
So what you see is a very petite looking woman, and she's kind of looking around, moving a little erratically, almost animalistic, and she keeps looking over her shoulder like she's talking to somebody. And she's like, okay, so hear me out. Kinyo said she'd be back, so she's in trouble. No, big trouble. I swear this time. No, she didn't leave. She doesn't do that. No, I'm not rambling. I'm making a plan, and we're looking, okay? We're looking. Look, I'm gonna look in this building right now. Okay, I don't need your sass, okay? And then she's gonna walk up to the closest building and grab a board and just yank it and throw it behind her.
I want to look at Kinyo and ask, are you in trouble?
What's going on?
They think you are in trouble.
Who does?
There is a person in the alley.
Where? Which one?
I'm just going to point at
okay,
the person.
now I actually have information.
I mean, yeah, like...
I rolled a natural one on a perception check, so that's why I'm...
Oh, no!
That's why I was looking for guidance to figure out what was happening.
Okay, I got your guys' tokens. I figured that out.
Hey,
Nice.
we're on the board.
I would go up and... Oh, not go up. Yeah, I
think we're like a little bit opposite more. Let me see. Can I move my dude?
You should be able to select. There should be the select token. You should be able to move you guys move them freely. Let me know.
Yeah, I was able to move them.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
so they're. Oh.
Yeah, But yeah, I have informed Kinyo that this person has said their name and now thinks that they are in trouble for some reason.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that I'm in trouble. Let's go talk to her.
After you.
Okay.
Seems a little crazy.
So listen, in this building, it could be ghost rats. No. Cursed teapot. Yes, it's always a cursed teapot. Okay. And she's just gonna rip another board and throw it behind her. Very just kind of like it's no effort at all.
A cursed teapot is a good decision, I say out loud. I agree,
gonna
it
whip
is always
around.
the cursed teapot.
Kinyo!
And you guys,
Hello.
that's the first time you heard her name.
That's true, because I don't know how the
True,
bard
fair. I
knew
knew
what my
Kinyo's
name
name.
was.
Oh well.
But you,
Oh, well.
Yeah,
you
sorry.
at least
Yep.
were
I
like,
forgot
hey,
about that.
do you know who this person is? They seem to be talking about something. We'll find a way to...
Yeah, we can
incorporate
retcon
the
into, oh no, distraught person, you with words.
Yeah.
Someone
Like, I'm not
words.
not a stupid bot, but not a charismatic bot.
Yeah,
you know that person is charming.
true. Both in and out of game.
Oh.
Like, we know the vampire wants to fuck you. We've
Yep.
seen you fuck one member of our party already.
Fornication Nation. Hello again.
Oh, you said you'd be back, and then you weren't, so I knew you were in trouble. You got ate by a dragon, didn't you?
Yeah,
Didn't
and
you?
well, no, I didn't actually. We got stuck inside of a house where things were trying to kill us.
Those are my favorite houses.
Yeah, they're a good time.
She's gonna
I'm just
stomp her
like-
feet a little bit.
I'm looking back between Kinyo and this new person, and just like wide eyes and kind of afraid. Listening to them talk to each other.
Did you find the cursed teapot you were looking for?
No, I was looking for you, but I
Oh.
thought where there was a cursed teapot, I would be able to find you, and I was kind of right.
Yeah, well, I would agree. I am a cursed teapot because I would definitely pour myself out for you.
Ah, that's why you're my best friend.
Yeah. She's going to Kinyo's going to take a knife and stab herself in the arm.
Oh. Okay.
As a sign of gesture of actually pouring herself out for her best friend. Sorry that I made you worry. I hope you're okay. I didn't mean to make you go into a panic state.
Oh
You know, you
no,
could have
I'm
just
fine.
drooled.
My arm is drooling blood. It's the same thing.
Her attention is gonna immediately shift to Nines. And she's almost gonna look just a little more animalistic. Not completely, but there's a certain sharpness there. And she's just gonna be like, "Who are you?"
Save your hostility. The metal won't work against your teeth.
Well, listen, he doesn't need to know that. Is he a friend?
No. He's
Oh.
a traveling person.
Well, when you ask who he is, he's just gonna hold his hand out. He's like, I am loading and transport unit model 9 series 99. You may call me Nines.
Gonna look at his hand and kind of sniff it. And then get really close. And go, huh. That's a lot of numbers.
Just so you know, he's from a farm, so he probably smells like animals.
He's gonna continue to sniff him. Interested, but definitely not as friendly as she was with Kinyo.
Hi. I'm down here. I'm Samia.
Gonna get way closer than any normal person would. Almost like touching noses. And the way she's crouched almost makes you think of like a predator or some sort of like beast you've seen in the woods before.
Oh no.
And she's gonna kind of sniff her too. And cock her head to the side. And be like, huh. Huh. And then just kind of stand bolt upright. It's a very jarring motion. It almost doesn't look natural. And then she's just gonna kind of step back and look over at Kinyo and say, "Is your arm okay?"
Oh yeah, my arm's fine. Don't worry about it.
Who's moving Kinyo's character? Therapy? Is it working?
No, I am rolling through the D&D Beyond character sheet.
Moving back over.
I don't know. I'm not moving anything. Somebody's moving me. You can also just delete my token for now, too.
No, we need to have him there. We need to see visible stuff.
Well, fine.
You're there or else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Sorry, I just put his backstory in the character help.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm actually hoping to actually work. I thought I was going to be able to work with more with you guys' first characters. Turns out I overachieved by getting like, oh my god, this is great. I'm going to do this, and then you guys died. I'm like, oh, I gotta start over.
Die and learn.
How do you think we felt?
Well, now that I want to point out something, now that Bone's character is gone, we are all a new cast from the first session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have. Yeah, because he just disappeared with the letter. Because I'm pretty sure. No, wait. Where was the letter?
If there was any
Mule?
like
On Mjolnir.
if there was any special loot that was required for any of that stuff, I think it should go to any one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he's just disappearing and he has important things on him,
Let those important
Then-
things go. We'll learn in the world instead.
I would say, most likely the letter that got the first group here in the first place, we'll say it was tucked in one of the pockets or bags of Mule.
I
maybe
think
he
it was.
died. Maybe he just suddenly died and we checked his pockets.
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
man.
couldn't stand not being fearful. You know.
He's so traumatized for killing that fairy.
That's what it was.
His life ended as well.
Or
He stepped
Ghost
outside,
actually
took the breath of
murdered him.
fresh air,
she
regret
murdered.
hit him, and he died.
Yes.
He wasn't the one that murdered her.
Yes. His whole team came back as ghosts and murdered him because they wanted him to be with them forever.
Yeah.
His spirit just wanted to
Now
disappear
he's
with
now
what's her
he's
names?
trapped in the house.
With Heshta
Yeah.
and Barry.
Yeah.
They're gonna have group ghost therapy.
Yeah.
Although I do have Heshta's body.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
it's on Mule. Yeah, you put it
Mhm.
there.
I will be back shortly. I'm using the restroom. Actually, no,
No,
I
no,
won't.
you're fine.
I'll wait.
I know. Okay, so if we say he passed away, let
Okay,
me
yeah, I'll
pull
be
up
back.
the death house. Let me pull up that stuff because he did take some things from the library. One of them he already, I believe, looked at. So let me see if I can't find. One moment. I had it saved as a sticky note.
Oh,
it's back
man,
here.
my frog on a stick crumbled into dust, didn't it?
It did. Yes, it
Heck.
did. Let's see.
I was gonna offer that to new friend as a gift.
There was 3 spell scrolls
New
that
friend would
he
have been
was.
delighted.
Yeah, there's 3 spell scrolls. I let him do bless, so that's the scroll he knows. And then the two other ones are still not learned yet because he had a chance to
Unknown.
read them.
Okay.
Yep. So let me write those down on another note so I don't have to keep digging.
I'm down for those to go to the cleric.
One of you guys.
Yeah. To Samia, is that who we have with us? Yeah.
Tamia.
Yes, Samia, yeah. There was the deed to the house, the deed to a windmill, and a signed will.
Yeah. Okay, so we definitely need those.
They will,
And there's
they'll
kind
just get
of
folded and put into Mjolnir's.
Yeah.
Owner.
bags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they're well aged and but they do remain intact. They're just really well worn down, kind of. You have to be very gentle with the paper because it could get ruined. So let me
Got
write
it.
those down too.
Okay. I need to move Mjolnir stuff over to Nines because Barry and Nines they came in bare minimum,
Yeah.
and Barry Nines doesn't even have rations on him. He doesn't need to eat.
Are you able to do that? Or do you need any?
I should be able to do that.
Okay. Windmill. an assigned will. And I don't think he actually opened any of those. I don't recall that. Yeah, the only thing I remember him, because he only took one time when he was stuck in that secret room, was read one of the spells he had.
Okay.
So,
So.
Bless
let me
is
get
the
this.
yeah. So Bless is the one spell scroll that has been identified.
Okay. And Samia, you got those 3 spell scrolls written down.
No, what were they again?
A bless scroll and then 2 unidentified spell scrolls.
So at some
Oh.
point, you just got to try to identify them.
Okay.
Usually it's just like opening it, reading it, doing like an arcana check or something.
Yeah, or like taking a long rest with it, kind of thing, like meditation.
Almost
I-
like if
I
you
can-
were attuning to it.
Yeah, in a way. Let's see.
Let me get my own little notepad up here.
Okay, there's the other notes. Okay, and I think you guys were the ones who opened Nines opened the chest in the other room.
Yeah.
So you have those treasures.
I
Yeah,
opened
let me-
chest with
Okay, you did. Yeah.
those. I think I already put those in my. But they were in my other inventory.
Okay, so let me hang on. 'Cause some of the things did rust and fall apart. I know, and crumble. Um
From the room that had all the chests in it and beds.
yes, let me we'll go through those ones real quick to see what was
Oh,
been
'cause
able to
there's
been
that-
saved.
Because there's that chest I opened that got the wraiths activated.
Yes.
Yeah. And it had like a cloak and something else in it, and I don't remember what all was in it.
Hey Elliot, can we be all done?
Heshta's
Yeah.
body has the alchemist fire in it, I think.
Yeah. So
Out of
that one
that-
and also with gold jewelry box contains 3 gold rings.
I think that's one of the ones.
The master suite, Heshta has a silver with gold no, just kidding, not that. Yes, 3 gold rings and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant. Of course, those are all kind of tarnished, so you would have to probably take some time to clean them up because
Okay.
those don't go brittle, break or anything. And I'm pretty sure I gave you the value last time. If you don't remember, I'm not going to tell you it again.
Well, all of it. All of it is in the freaking foundry.
Yeah, I mean you can look
That
those
is
up
true.
too, but see. In the treasures of the quartz, the things that kind of were still good to go would be the first one will be 11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces. They were in a human skin, a pouch made of human skin that's crumbled. Another one that you had picked out was there was 3 moss agates. They were folded up in a piece of black cloth, but the black cloth kind of like the crumpled. The moss agates are probably just more like little tarnish. Again, probably something you just got to clean up.
Yeah.
Let's see what other was. There's an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles.
Yep. That
Again.
was one I got.
No, that probably got just it kind of one of those things you're gonna have to take some time to clean. And then the weapons probably would be the same thing. There was the crossbow, I believe, in the first level that Heshta had, or is it a short bow?
I think it was a
And bow.
Oh,
Or
hand bow.
hand crossbow.
Hand
yeah.
crossbow.
Okay, so like those, and then there was a silvered short sword that was in the final chest that Samia had found. Again, take time to clean it, take care of it. It's yours. Let me try to find that chest that had. So I think I gave you all the stuff in that one. Oh yeah. That one had the cloak of protection, which in these treasures ones they said that they were fine. A small wooden coffer that contained Do you guys have the 4 potions of healing? They're base. I think they're just the basic ones that was in
Um,
there.
I don't have those on me. Somebody else might.
Does anyone else remember grabbing them or remember to put in their notes?
I can't remember.
It would have been Samia or Heshta.
Okay.
You sure Hestia was dead at that point?
No, Heshta
This was
died at the
you were
end.
still alive. This was
Oh.
before the going to the cult and getting stabbed on the altar. Hey, Elliot.
Yeah, this was like right before
Okay,
that.
so
I think all those
yep.
were
So there's
used
those. Mate. No, because.
during the fight.
Oh gosh, I don't remember if you guys actually used that.
Use
I
what?
know Samia kept healing everyone, but I
Oh,
don't
Samia
recall
kept-
anyone
kept-
taking.
Yeah, because remember, wasn't Samia waterboarding you with health potions?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah,
That's
you
what
did
it
use them.
was.
Oh, that's where they went to. Okay.
The
Flask
healing
of Alchemist
potion.
Fire. Yep.
You never
Yeah.
forget your first waterboard.
Yeah, that was a good time.
The Bullseye
memory.
Lantern. There was a spell book as well, and I think Samia, you had that one, or did that go to
I
Val?
think Val took that one because he was the spellcaster.
Oh,
Okay.
I've got the spell
So-
book now.
Okay, those are wizard spells.
Yeah, and we'll figure it out.
And you have to, yeah,
Right.
you have to identify those.
We can sell it.
Yeah, exactly.
We could eat it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the stuff that was in like the as the relics. Okay, one moment.
And then who got the cloak of protection? Does anybody remember?
I cannot-
It wouldn't have been me. I already have a really high AC, and I don't think making me have a 21 AC is worth it right now.
It might have been me, but I don't know for sure.
It was either Samia or Heshta. I don't remember. It was between the two of you. And I think there was one time it was just a fever dream, but I thought you guys joked about using it together. But maybe that was
Oh,
yeah,
that's
imagination.
right. 'cause
We
we-
did.
yeah.
Because you're supposed short and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So I'm down to
I
say
vaguely
Samia
remember
has it.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done for Samia having that. She'll need it more as the healer.
And I guess technically the knives that Kinyu took from the dining room, as long as she takes time to polish them, she
Oh, they were silver.
No, I'd rather.
they were still.
I'd
no.
rather make sure that they stay rusted. Give them
Okay.
tetanus.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Little
might have to
lockjaw.
sharpen them a little bit, just make sure they're nice and sharp and pointy.
So
Nah.
the one cool thing, if they were sterling silver, then they'd accumulate a lot of copper on the surface, and that could actually
You
give
know
you some
what?
poisoning if you got stabbed with that.
Nice.
Let me see if they were. The silverware tarnishes. No, it just says silverware.
Yeah, usually if it's a fantasy setting, it's probably pure silver. But it tarnishes by oxidizing and turning essentially black.
Maybe they turned it into plastic. Plastic forks.
But
Plastic spoons.
It's actually sporks.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, gotta save the
It's a
money
whole
as much
set
as
of
possible.
sporks.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna just write down the page number for the wizard spells because I don't feel like writing all those down.
That's fine.
Wizard
I'm
spell
surprised
book.
they don't just turn the back of this spork
Page.
into a knife, like the handle into a plastic knife.
I've actually seen that,
Ah, okay, yeah.
but only once, and it was from a food truck.
It's the way it should be, because then you have all of your materials there.
Oh, your spafork?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I-
sure that's a camping tool. I
Yeah,
feel like
the-
I've seen one of those.
My
camping.
Spethanork.
There's one that I've seen where the side of the spork it's not serrated or sharp like a knife, but it's essentially got the nibs like a butter knife.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, so it's able to cut through something basic, but you
Yeah.
don't cut your mouth on it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool.
Okay, so does distraction of items.
Oh, we didn't get new person's name.
No, you never asked her.
Well, we introduced ourselves, and she didn't introduce herself.
It's okay. You don't need to tell them who you are. That's not important.
But they know who you are now.
They know who she thinks I am.
Da da da.
Okay.
Like a onion.
Where?
Orange.
Onions of
Is he
theirs,
smelly?
kicks of theirs.
Where would you guys like to go?
I don't. Back out to a street specifically so we can get our bearings and figure out what the hell is around us. Because if I remember correctly, this was all covered in fog, and we literally only saw the death house as our option
Yes.
to go to. And so
Yep.
I want to know where we're at. So I was thinking, like, let me see, where's this thing? Like, go right back out the alleyway we came in, right out, John. Let me make that a brighter color. Right out here. There we go.
I'd say red is usually a good color.
Pink, just to be different. There we go.
There seems to be a nice graveyard up there. Would be a good place to talk about life.
Hmm.
But yeah, so like if we can find
But you guys. Oh yeah,
some
you
form
probably
of
knows this place
hospitality.
pretty well. But do you remember it?
Probably.
Or Nick's the new character who's been wandering around this town might know somewhere to go. Potentially.
Weren't we supposed to be finding somebody's lover or something? I mentioned
You guys.
briefly.
well, let's
Well.
read through the we can read through the invitation letter again.
Yep,
Yeah, we can do
because
that.
that is in Mule's packet. Probably takes a few minutes to find the prep one. How about you go ask Dad?
Yeah. Go bother
Because I
Dad.
wasn't here. I wasn't technically here for any of the what are we doing and why are we here stuff for you
Yeah.
guys. I have a completely separate prerogative.
Well, if anything, I guess we could just leave and go back. Nix.
Back home?
Yeah.
Nix looks over her
Yes.
shoulder. You don't have to be rude. Home sounds great.
Okay, let's go back. Notice how Kinyu just ignores the other half.
So where you guys are back home would be kind of like an encampment that's kind of far away from here.
Correct.
You said correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Sounds
you
alright.
guys traveled a long, long ways to go searching.
You know that it's not that far.
Oh,
If you were to go to
Oh,
an
wait.
overworld.
oh yeah, that's true. I'm looking at okay. I looked at the wrong letters.
Yeah, I was trying to find like the like whatever reason that brought the main group together initially. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, if the main group's not here, like who cares about why
Yep.
people were brought together?
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
but I assume
man.
that,
On our own
I'm
adventure
making the
now.
assumption that most people that are brought here for some sort of similar.
Yeah, I would just say you guys all kind of had your own little entries kind of stuff. If I know Kinyu's and Nix's kind of version of what they came here for. If you guys want to have like for your own characters, you're more than welcome to have like a different aspect or idea. But some other potentials to get people here. We did the plea for help.
Well, I honestly have a really easy and simple idea for mine.
Yeah. What is that?
My dude, he's from like he's been working on a farm for centuries, and so like the farmers guild that he is a part of. My idea was maybe that since he could be on like a team that's transporting, animals and goods from different farms within their guild or transporting to different towns, and maybe they were just brought here to, against their will, but to bring supplies to this I don't know, to Strahd or somebody here. you
Yeah.
know? And
We
then,
had
because it's dangerous, he lost his people.
So you had the wandering travelers, the is it Vestina? Vestana? Vestina?
Vistani?
Vestani? Italiana? Ah. Vestani. So you kind of, your company probably got, the Vestani folks most likely were the ones who probably brought you guys through, because they're the ones who were able to travel with all that. With Samia, would you kind of have something similar to that, where you probably got lured in to do some helping, or just stumbled across the fog, or
I probably
werewolves?
came here with another party, just like exploring, and then that's how I got trapped in the house
Okay.
with the children.
Yeah, I remember that's what we had to do, like get trapped in the house because your team was like, "That's fine. We
Yeah.
don't need." Okay.
Yeah, we can even say that, like, maybe I've been, like, unconscious in the house for, like, a long time,
A
too.
long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, I
Yep.
put it, like, he's 652 years old.
Yep.
so.
And times travels differently, and Samia, you probably were trapped there for a long time too. But
Yeah.
because the haunted house wanted to keep you alive, they kind of fed you. You know, you just
Yeah.
couldn't leave.
Maybe I was part of 99's team. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, are you a gnome?
The little
Halfling.
like
You're a
Little
halfling? Dang.
thing.
Well, so his farming guild is the giant gnome giant garden guild. 4Gs.
Mm.
He speaks gnomish and giant, so he specifically does
Oh.
animal stuff for giants, and then does crops and cooks and stuff with halfling or with gnomes.
So you're saying that Nines has 4G data?
He is, yes.
Okay.
Which for this medieval time, pretty damn good, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But yes, I would say Miss Nix would know her way on the direction she came from, which was from the encampment area. I would say, let's see, probably wandering in here. Do you know your way through the little village to exit for Brownie's character?
Yay for knowing things.
Yeah. Well,
I'll
I
say
mean,
that I'm
for
on
the
the
most
lookout for
part.
gnomes and Goliaths. That's what I'm on the lookout for.
Okay.
Gnome Lias, got it.
No, yes. Oh my god, that'd be a disgusting half creature.
Jeez. Would it be?
I
No,
would
so
hate
Which
to be the
direction
gnome
would I know to go?
Goliath.
The mom would have to be the Goliath.
Mom would have to be, and he just dove in.
Mhm. Nice and warm.
Feet first, head first.
That's by Snoo Snoo.
You know.
Yep.
His whole body could
Yeah.
be the size of her clitoris.
Oh,
So, anyway,
Somebody's played Corruption of
who
Champions.
are we?
so Nix, if you would like to, you kind of know your direction. I'm going to show you your the direction you most likely wandered through, which is chaotically.
The best
So
direction.
you were, the best direction.
He would have gone
So
down
you could-
absolutely every street.
Yeah.
This would have been
So you
like the last one.
Yeah. So you eventually probably started, because most likely you're like thinking, you most likely were like in the cemetery area. That's where you probably wandered towards, because you're like, oh, Kenya's definitely over there. So you that's where you kind of started. So you could bring everyone all throughout the village. Just follow your chaotic path. Be like, I got you guys. Instead of just going here to here, you just like,
All
we're gonna
right.
go here, we're going there, we're over there, back over here.
Here we go. Are you ready for this?
Hey, let me erase my stuff real quick.
You forgot the random teleportation to, get us like this direction and then up here and
Yeah. Yes, all over.
oh man, there's an even south portion of the village too. Jesus.
Yes. Yes, they're using the south portion.
Yeah.
I
So,
zoomed in really close.
Brownie, I'm going to allow you to go chaotically. You can draw on the map, and guys just start leading them.
Well, I do know how to get home too, but
Yes.
I think it would be more entertaining to follow her path. Let her feel like she has control.
I had a feeling that probably your character just like, yeah, go
And
ahead.
it's very almost bloodhound-like.
Yep.
Because she knows where she's going.
It's just gonna
She
take a while
just
to get
only
there.
knows the direction that she went.
So you'll eventually start noticing you kind of are like backtracking probably, or you're like, why didn't we go this way when we instead of going that? You'll start to most likely see that. And just show the direction you're gonna go, and I'll let you know if there's any interactions to it.
Do we see like smoke or steam or whatnot coming from the tops of some houses?
You do. It's very scattered and far between. Majority of the houses and shops are all pretty much, they look abandoned. They're either boarded up or they look like they've been torn apart, just like what Nyx was doing for some of the shops looking in. Like someone just tried to break into the place.
Okay.
I'm very happy with Nyx's design.
I like
Yes.
sorry, I like Testi's corner down here.
Went over there.
Yeah, right
Okay.
here in the bottom right, Testi's corner. That's my favorite area.
I'm glad you had the balls to say something.
Yes.
I didn't even notice that. Okay. So
We'll get
which
there.
yeah, I would say where exactly do you start? You want to just start moving your character to the. This looks like a whole circle. Oh my, there's more. Wow,
Okay,
I love it. I love it.
so it starts here, and then we come up this way,
Oh, bless you.
Thanks. That was a
If
compliment.
you-
And
I
then-
appreciate it.
If you
and then
if you
back around, and then we will go
click
down
on
this
everybody,
way.
you can like put everybody in a box and we can all like travel together. Makes it a little easier.
How do I do that?
So like if you just like left drag, it'll
Ha, ha,
highlight
ha, ha.
everybody.
Okay, so
Okay, start your quest,
Oh boy.
and then my computer's a little bit on the slow side. I don't know about everyone else's.
Mine's great.
There's a little lag. I love it. Now, if you guys want to
Put it in
stop
the
at any
circle right here.
time, just say pause or whatever, so that if you guys
yeah,
want to investigate anything.
Like any can we do like just a series of like perception checks as we go through this to see if we come across anything?
Yes, you sure can.
Okay. So we just started, so
we could
Yes.
do
whatever.
round
Yeah,
one.
we get
of-
one now.
We could do like
Yeah.
3 rounds of perception checks. Like everybody does one information, another round
Yeah.
of information.
like you. So I'm assuming that there are special spots on the map where things are happening, by what you
Yes.
said before.
Yeah.
So like I guess anytime we're just in the vicinity of one of those, we can just roll a perception check as a whole.
Well, yeah, or you could just do it randomly too, and I won't let you know if it was
No, I
an
mean, that's-
actual
that's
thing
also-
or not.
Yeah, I mean that as well. You know, you got to fucks with the player psychologically.
am I
too.
moving the characters at a good pace for that?
Yeah, I would say so. And honestly,
Okay.
I would say roll the perception check now as you guys are wandering, trying to
Yeah,
follow
for-
her,
Get our
like to
first one
see
going.
if. Yeah.
She's also stopped at this crossroads, just kind of turning in circles.
Now with Nyx's character, I think I want you to either do I want to do a survival check to see if you can recall which direction you needed to go to next. To see if you actually keep following your path or if you circle back. Oh, you keep going. You find your path. Takes you a little while. Samia, you did a medicine check.
I'm lagging a little bit, but I did
Okay.
a perception.
Okay. I'd say it could also be my computer too.
There we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
And maybe a medicine check just to make sure everybody is seeming okay. Ish.
Yes.
Nyx does
You,
not seem okay, but you can't quite pinpoint why.
Yeah.
yes. The
My
the
arm is still
secret
doing
roll.
fine. Don't worry.
It's kind of stitched up. I
That is
think. Wait,
fine.
you
Oh
you
no,
gave yourself.
I'm letting it bleed and just wiping off the blood every now and then. It'll scab
But
on its own.
didn't you do a healing thing at
No.
one point?
Mm-mm.
You'll be
I
okay. If you didn't hit a major artery, you'll be all right. You won't out.
Whenever
I swear I thought.
my dice are the potions of healing icon,
Okay.
but they're not doing any healing. That's just what my my die looks like. So you see how
Okay.
Samia's has the one that looks like demonic metal, lava.
Yeah.
Mine it looks like a health potion when I roll it.
Okay. I swear I thought because you did like a custom roll at one point, and I was
That
like,
was for
oh,
the damage
dang,
my
how?
character took.
Oh. Okay. I was like, I'll figure that out later. Okay.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So you see, the little bleeding still, and and Nyx.
Nines has
Something is.
great perception, as well as Nyx, with a custom roll there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I clicked it
Yeah.
right from my sheet, so
That's right. We have 2 weeks to find another solution.
Yeah. I say
that
your
would
custom
actually
roll-
be a 22 because I don't think it included her +4.
I'd say you're 18. It was fine. You were able to find your way. You remember which direction you had to go, where you went to next, or came from.
Does anyone
you
else
can
perceive anything before I run away?
I'm just gonna follow
You
No.
guys. Well, I say you rolled pretty low.
I don't have any reason to go anywhere or do anything else. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that you're going a random direction when if you just followed the street and went left out of town, went west out of town, we'd be fine. But you're on your own little chaotic journey. I'm just gonna follow behind you because I know that's how your mind works.
And she looks like she's having so much fun.
Yeah,
She's
she's
stopping
just-
and like sniffing barrels. She's picking things up and just like dumping them out and like kicking stuff down the street.
Yeah, good. Fully support that.
So it may end up taking all day just to get out of the village. When it's just taken a few hours.
Well,
An hour,
honestly,
maybe.
that probably would have taken 5 minutes to get out of the village.
That's true.
It's one
They don't
road.
know
Everyone
that
else-
yet.
That's true. They don't know that yet. Yeah. So, anyways, everyone else, you just kind of are still seeing some, abandoned buildings. Some that you can clearly see somebody threw some stuff into a window, like smashed it inward, like they've looted the place, kind of thing. Now there could be still stuff in there, or it might just be completely empty. You guys are more than welcome to explore, or keep following. So I don't know if Nyx will stop.
Nope. I'm just keeping mental track of what we're passing as we're going. So once I find our end destination, I know what to come back and look at.
You may
This-
continue.
Yeah, like I am used to the zoomies on the farm.
Oh, she got zoomies.
As you're wandering through, at some point, Kinyo is going to express appreciation of you coming out to find her. That was very nice of you, and she's going to cast a spell on you now.
Okay.
Command.
Heroism. So, yes, I would like you guys now to do another perception check. And I see some you already rolled. Is that yours from delayed, or that's your most recent one?
No, it's here. No.
Okay.
no.
Okay. So, yeah. Once everyone else rolls, I mean, you don't need to roll very high for this one.
Too bad.
It's like you have to. No, you're good.
It almost stopped on a 2. Oh.
Well, I was gonna say if it was like a 6 or lower, then you didn't perceive anything.
Oh, okay. It
That's-
would have been a 7.
Okay. Where's this? What's the heroism damage happening? Who's?
Oh, there's no damage happening. Heroism
Oh.
damage. What I'm trying to do is trying to find a way to ping the spell like other people have done. Like the VTT
Foundry
just isn't
was-
working that way. So
No,
I was
it's
just trying
not.
to show what the content of the actual spell was.
Oh, okay. So you guys, Samia and Nines, you kind of are starting to hear a stuffy person. I was kidding. Some sobbing coming from one of the houses. You can't quite figure it out, but you know it's in this. Oh wait, that's my erase code number. Hang on. It's over here. You guys can't see it. Over in this kind of direction. Oh, it's a triangle. Okay, cone. Over here.
Somebody's crying.
Yes.
Tasty.
Should we check?
And yes.
Make sure.
And then you also notice an unusual thing for this building right here, that it actually looks like it's open and not abandoned or permanently closed.
You said this building, and I don't know what you're talking about.
You talking about the small triangle?
The small
Okay.
triangle.
You
Sorry,
said
I would
this
have
end
made
of the drawing wasn't done yet, so I was just trying to figure it out. Okay, we're good.
It's a small triangle.
Yeah, because right as they were asking that, the small triangle appeared for me. So for me, it was also like, all right, there's 3 buildings circled.
Oh no!
Which one? But now, okay, I see.
I don't want to erase the little
Can I
purple
investigate?
lines. Yes. As you get closer to the... Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't erase any of the purple lines. That'll be good enough. As you get closer to that, you see that it's kind of a little single shaft of light that starts to be illuminated into the main square as you get closer. The brightest is looking like a solid pillar in a heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this is to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Hey, this sounds like your kind of place.
Ah,
see.
yes, it does.
Yes,
Her,
the
yeah.
N has been kind of scratched off the sign, as well as the F on there.
Well,
So it kind of looks like
I'm
the blood O, the V. Vi.
well. If this isn't our destination, I'm sure the trip to our destination will be quick, so we can just come right back.
And then as you kind of walk closer to this building, you notice the crying is more distinct to your left, Samia, potentially in the other building that's next to it.
One or this
one?
that one?
Yes, that one. And when you get closer to that door, if you did walk over there, that's where the crying gets really loud. You could hear it. It's on the inside of that building.
Okay, so motion to everybody and kind of loudly whisper, "There's somebody crying inside this building." Is
People
it a
cry
girl
all the
cry?
time.
Girl cry, guy cry, kid cry.
It's a very moaning, sobbing
Mhm.
sound that flows through. It kind of has a very feminine tone to it. And it kind of
Um,
comes from that house is like a 2-story townhouse, and it's dark on the and it's all dark, but you hear the crying.
If I knock on the door, will that do like hello?
Oh, whoa, whoa, I gotta blow.
Why am I now on the other side of the map?
I
Oh,
don't
no.
know. I didn't move you that time.
No clue.
Where did you go?
You just keep disappearing.
It's your ghost.
That makes sense.
Okay, so you say you knock on the door?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Check
So-
the door handle to see if it's unlocked.
It is unlocked, and it opens with a little creaky noise inward.
Okay.
The rest of the house, where by the windows that are by the door, are all boarded up and it look like they've been barricaded from the inside.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll investigate and find out what's going on. Nobody else wants to.
As Samia goes inside, Kenya will follow behind the angle of the dagger that she has by her side, reflecting her face with drops of blood on it. As she goes inside, holding a dagger at the ready.
What does Nines and Nyx do?
What I'll do, I'll also do some investigationing. Tie Mjolnir up out here. Let him be all safe and cuddly.
I rage.
No,
Oh no!
I'm sorry. I'm coming back.
I have the screen muted in case you pull up different information unintentionally. Your privacy is currently being protected.
I'm on my way back in.
Alright, next, let's go.
Okay.
She's just gonna growl.
Yeah. Excellent.
And then with Samia's investigation, you notice that wait, do you have dark vision?
My character?
Yeah.
I think she does.
Never mind.
Maybe not.
I'm not gonna like a little spoil founder. I kind of liked. I'm gonna have to figure that thing out.
I don't think I do.
Okay. I know you have the bullseye lantern. And you might have some other ones. So it's kind of a little bit on the dark side. You can't quite see too much shapes, but you know you can just kind of feel like you know how you can just feel like an empty room with no furnishing and stuff. You can kind of feel it, and you can hear the noise of the crying of the woman getting more distinguished, but it's also still slightly far away, like it's in another part of the house.
So I'm gonna pull out the lantern just so that I am physically using one, and
Okay.
I'll make my way around. Does it sound like the crying is coming from upstairs?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll look for the stairs and just slowly start walking up them.
Okay.
Is Nines with us, or is he
Yeah.
hanging back?
Yeah, he's
I'm
with you guys.
Okay.
Nyx is the only one that's kind of hanging back right now because she is.
She's following behind Kenya.
I think I was the last one in because I had to deal with the donkey.
Okay. Was the rage noticeable for Nines because he's right behind you?
He would have noticed her entire demeanor shift, and when she goes into rage, she has wild surge. So she has just random wild magic.
Well, don't you? Once you rage, you roll a d8 and.
That's what I just did.
Okay. What'd you get?
An intangible spirit, which looks like a flump or a
Yep.
pixie, appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice.
Okay, so that's a bonus action that you can do on your turns.
Okay.
Siren, would you be able to re-share screen?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
No, you need to go blind.
I'm so sorry. Let me get that back up. And there. Okay. Okay, so I'm tiptoeing up the stairs where I hear the crying.
Okay. How close is Can you following like close by, like a few steps off, or?
Oh, I am nearby and not stealthing.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I'm just little.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. She is much taller than you, and she's not stealthing, so you can kind of hear the clipping and cloppings of her. She has hooves, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so you can hear just the creaking and the click clop.
Love that.
Yes. And then you notice that there is you kind of get into a little small entryway. It's kind of like because it's a small little 2-story house. It's only like 40 feet square. About 40 feet square is okay. Yeah, the house is 40 feet around, kind of thing. So you kind of see 2 doorways, pretty much. One is cracked open, and the other one is shut, and you hear more crying. It's getting louder and louder.
Is the crying coming from the cracked door or the closed door?
From the closed door.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
You have the opportunity to do what you want to, otherwise I will. Samia.
I also have a thing I would like to do.
Samia's probably slowed down, so if you want to come up, very not
Yeah,
quiet,
I-
also metal man.
I was like, I figured. Oh, this is like I had disadvantage on stealthing, anyways.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm wearing thick boy armor.
Yep.
So, but yeah, so yeah, I figured by this point, like I'm right there with the homies already. Like, probably didn't take too long to just lash a rope.
No, not at all. Especially because you're a farm. You're have a knowledge of farm. You knew the good knots and the fast knots.
Yeah, can do that shit quick.
Yeah, you see those like those TikToks or those videos where they just do like they just fling it around and then they pull it and like somehow the rope ties itself. And it's like,
Yeah.
look at that. Yeah, magic.
No joke, I had an image of that when I was writing his backstory.
So, is somebody in front of me now, or
Nope,
am
you're
I?
in front, and then
No, you
metal
took the lead.
man's
I'm kinda
parallel
just
with
like,
Nyx.
yeah, Nix and I
Yeah.
just
Alright.
kind of walked up together.
So
Kind
I'm
of
gonna,
squeezed on the stairs.
Politely allowed Nix it forward.
Yeah.
because I can hear the crying come from the closed door. I'm gonna check the
Can-
door to see if it's unlocked.
Can
What?
I roll insight on the crying to see if it sounds genuine?
You can roll.
Does it do it with advantage when I roll too? And then I do it with advantage. So let me roll one more time just to see if I can nat 20 it. Nope. So we'll take that 21.
Okay. So, yes, you notice that the sound is very pain. It's like a very pain sound, like someone lost something precious to them.
Okay.
Like, and you know you hear it's a female voice. So with that perception, you kind of probably can discern. It's like you kind of recognize it with like the animals when the mom, loses the horse loses the baby horse.
Okay. So
kind of
so
thing.
very distraught, like
Yes.
emotional crying.
Yeah, so kind of I'm starting to think of like, what would a robot, what would Knives kind of like distinguish this emotion with, what he's seen in
He's
life.
able to
So,
discern it's very death of the newborn cry.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. That's what you kind of are distinguishing it. But with, like, oh, but I hear this in animals. So this is kind of like that same,
Everyone that's
good
not
save,
a robot
Tim.
is an animal. So
yeah.
Good save. Their child didn't die. It just is what it sounds like a animal would
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
those
it's-
kids for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My-
frequencies, yeah.
With
Go
my
baby.
lantern in one hand and my hand on the doorknob, I'm going to open the door.
And it opens. Again,
Yay.
it kind of has that creaky kind of
Hmm.
feature. And as the door opens and your light shines in, you see a female, kind of like humanoid person, just sitting in the center on the floor, and is clutching something in her arms. She's kind of turned slightly away, so you can't quite see what it is.
Be careful,
But you
y'all. I
can-
got Left 4 Dead 2 in my software, and
Ooh. Yeah. The crying mother thing.
The witches, yeah.
Yeah, those things are.
Oh, I completely forgot about that for the lumberjack. Oh, those things
And they're
freak me
sitting
out
there
so
crying, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh
I growl
Yeah.
again.
no.
Okay, so I'll just kind of creep closer and see if I can move my body around to see if I can see what she's clutching. And ask if she's okay.
Well, you see that she is clutching a malformed doll, kind of like a doll has been through seeing better days.
Okay.
And because you asked nicely, she starts, as she is between sobs and clutching at the doll, she talks about how she tried to hide her beloved daughter Gertrude, in this house for her entire childhood. But unfortunately, when Gertrude became a teenager, and this is all between subs, so it's almost like broken up a little bit. So you're like, you kind of, and like there's the snot and everything just in between, trying to figure, like distinguishing exactly what she is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like my stuffy nose right now, you know, but sadder.
Yeah,
Without
sad,
all the
not
laughing
sick.
occurring between the sniffing.
Yeah. And so, as she became a teenager, Gertrude broke out of the house. Not that long ago. It was probably maybe a week ago or so, and has not been seen since. Her mother fears that something might have happened to her.
Oh. Well,
And then, let's see.
teenagers, they can be rough.
Yeah.
Deal with.
Like I tried keeping her safe in here. Why would she leave me? Why would she leave this place?
What were you keeping her safe from?
One moment, please. But in the meantime, as you're talking to her, or as you kind of see the doll she is holding, that it has wears like a sackcloth, and you can tell that it's definitely been passed down from generation to generation. How worn down it is. Well, that's chapter. Where? Almost there.
Good.
Okay. She just kind of stares off into the distance for a little bit, kind of forgot that what you had asked her about. But let's see. Pretty much, she's just saying she didn't want her to become one of the next the next things, the next thing that Strahd would want to seek to have as his own.
I just kind of
keeps going.
Yeah, and then I just turn and look at the others and like kind of shrug a little bit, like I don't know what to do. Comfort. Teenagers are hard.
Seems like you weren't a good enough mother.
Oh my!
That's-
Nyx
Why
would
would you
snort
say
in agreement.
I took good care of her.
Are you sure? Where is she?
I don't know.
Interesting.
He came in the
happened.
night.
I mean,
Kinyo
they
is still
usually-
holding the bloody knife, by the way.
She doesn't really pay attention. She's kind of like has that distant look to her face, so she has no idea that you guys like how many are there around her.
Did you
She
say
just keeps
it
hearing
came in the
voices.
night?
No, he came in the night. My voice. Yes.
I'm gonna snap and tell her to persuade her to pay attention to us because we're trying to do anything to potentially help. Would you like a persuasion check?
Yes.
Great. With a
I mean,
three,
she's fine.
with a 3 on the die, it's a 19.
What?
Because the minimum I can roll is 10.
Of course. uh,
Insight check.
now
Pay
I
attention.
would say, how's your tone when
I
you're
s-
snapping at the mother?
Snapping.
Well, you said snap the fingers, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And then persuaded her to pay attention. I said it in a
But how-
persuasive tone. You need to pay attention.
Okay. Okay. So with
A
that,
very deadpan monotone.
she blinks a little bit, and then it almost looks like the light comes back into her eyes, kind of thing, and she kind of just looks around the room and shocked. There's so many people. She's like, "How'd you get into my house?"
You left the door unlocked, and we heard you crying.
Idiot.
What? Do you guys have Gertrude?
No, but we might be willing to help you. But we need you to stay focused so that we can figure out everything that you know so that we know where to start.
Oh, well, I know there's always that. Strad's always around, and he's always looking for the young. But, I mean, she wouldn't, would she?
Why not? You've
Yeah.
always told her what
I don't
not to
think
do.
so.
Now she's gonna go do it.
And then, as she kind of starts thinking about it some more, her focus kind of wanders back and is looking at the back of the doll. Oh, I remember having this doll when I was young, and giving it to Gertrude. He loved it when she was a kid. And she
Children
starts
love
kind
their
of sniffling
parents
a little
while they're
bit.
young. When they grow up, they resent their parents during the teenage years.
She starts to slowly starts to cry again as she starts thinking about the time when Gertrude was a child.
Oh, my back.
What's Nyx and Nine's doing as Samia and Kikinu's trying to get her attention.
True, because Nyx is in rage mode.
Yeah.
Which
She's
I also
very
don't know how long
impatient
that lasts.
It's one turn,
Yeah, so that's 6 seconds.
but
That's
it
going up
still
the stairs.
hold. She still seems completely changed attitude-wise.
The
There's
new rage, you
no.
technically spend your bonus action to keep it going.
Oh, cool.
If you don't-
Oh.
Yeah, if you don't receive or take damage when it would normally fall off, you can spend your bonus action to keep your rage going in the new edition.
Are you
that's
in the new
nifty.
edition or the old edition?
See, this is a very important question.
I
That I
can go
learned.
through your character with you later, and we can get it in the new edition if you want.
So
I
this
think
is like
she's
barbarian
new
one?
edition.
I mean,
Yeah.
the concept is, too, if you choose to spend it to go into rage, there's nothing saying that you have to snap your personality back. It's just the mechanical benefits can go away if it's the old version.
Mhm.
You can still keep your personality alteration. There's never
Well, that's
been-
what I was gonna
Yeah,
say. Is
nice. Okay,
like
good.
Yeah.
she's not technically raging anymore, but that
personality is
personality
staying.
shift is still completely visible to anyone paying attention to her. And now she just looks impatient and fed up. There's no kind of playfulness left to her.
Nyx, why don't you try something?
Gonna growl at the name. You
Okay.
know that's not right. And she's just gonna step in very slowly and kneel down in front of her. How about you just get your story straight if you actually love her? Otherwise, stop wasting my time. And she's only about an inch away from this woman's face as well.
Intimidation check with advantage? Question mark.
Lick her nose
Sure.
to seal the deal.
Yeah. Get that saliva in her nostril.
Who?
Okay.
Hmm.
One sec. It's not adding, so there's actually a +2
One.
on there.
Okay, so there's 7 or 10.
11.
11, I mean. Just kidding. Okay.
We'll go with the 11.
Yeah. Hmm. Because your tone, it was very intimidating in a way. Her mouth clamps shut, and just tears, and you just start hearing, getting the sadness, getting ready to see that she's gonna be a big ol' sob happening. She just says nothing to you.
Does anybody have anything else they want to try?
I'm not sure that was the best way to handle a scared, grieving mother.
I don't know. I think it was pretty effective. Either she gets the help or she doesn't.
I'm gonna spin around really quick and kind of loom over Samia and say, I didn't see you getting any better result. Again, directly in her face.
Nyx, calm. This is an ally.
She's gonna kind of roll her shoulders and just step back.
Yeah. She's just kind of like dumbfounded. Like, okay,
9.
true.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Finish up, Samia.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm providing the opportunity to Nines to see if there's any other alterations.
Oh yeah, no, I was just giving people the opportunity to get through their stuff real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I want to just get on my knee, put my hand on her shoulder, and just say, like, we will keep an eye out for Gertrude and let her know you are grieving, but we will make no effort to force her back into your home.
And with that kind tone, she looks to him and goes, "Oh, thank you. The Strahd, he's a vampire, and I think he might have taken her. Please keep a lookout for her."
What does she look like?
That is a good question.
No.
A younger.
Well, you know, she's about yay high, and she's trying to reach her arm up to be somewhere about, like, she's sitting on the ground, so it's not that far up. She's probably about roughly 5'2" ish, but you know, trying to gesture the height, not working when she's sitting. She has dark brown hair, much like mine, but hers, you can't really see much of her hair because it's up. There's like a hood on top of her, and it's raggedy and has some gray pieces to it. So, like mine. And oh, her eyes, they're like, they have life in them. Like she has a soul.
Yeah, what color is the soul?
Unfortunately. And like a light blue, like my eyes, but her eyes are like a dull blue.
Like the cataracts kind of color.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And I know she was wearing her simple dress, but if he's taken her, I don't know what she could be wearing. Or if she's still okay. If she's, did he get her? Oh gosh, I hope he hasn't yet. But please, Gertrude, if you find her, I don't have anything that I could pay you with, but if you could just save her from him.
Why?
It's Strahd. He's a vampire. He'll bite her. He'll turn her into one of his minions.
Wouldn't it be nice for her to have a long life in protection?
No, because they don't always stay alive for long. I don't want her to have that life. I don't want her to be stuck here forever cursed.
So you'd
Here's
rather
not
her
bad.
be stuck forever inside the walls of your house, unexperiencing of
Yeah.
any other life.
Yes, because she's safe.
Safe isn't better.
The only
Well,
option I
well-
can give for trying to help your daughter is getting her out of this entire land. Otherwise, her choices are her choices.
You think you can take someone out of this land?
I don't know. We got here some way.
I heard
Well, if
you
you could
attempting
do
to
that.
speak, Samia. What were you going to say?
Sorry, did not mean to interrupt you.
Unless I was
No.
wrong.
I mean, I was just gonna say. I mean, we can try to find her. I mean, we've got other things to do as well, and I'm just kind of look at the guy who's not really telling the truth in that fact. But just like we have other things we need to do. But if we see her, we'll definitely see what we can do to help you and her.
Nyx is gonna raise an eyebrow at Samia, almost with a new found appreciation for her.
That's true. We do have other things to do.
So, with that being said, she kind of looks back at Nines and she looks back at her doll. And she kind of slowly hands it over to you. It's like, so you don't forget about Gertrude.
I'll just push it back down at her and just say, so you don't forget about her.
Oh, you're so right. And then she starts crying again.
Yep, I'm just gonna leave.
Bye-bye.
That's it.
Oh gosh. Okay, I can only handle so much crying. All right. Well, we'll keep an eye out. Don't wallow away. We'll definitely see what we can do. So just back to living your life happily ever after.
What is Nyx doing? Did Samia follow Nines? Or is Samia staying there because your voice faded like you were saying, enjoy your life? As
Yeah,
And
I
it's
was
walking
actually
away.
leaving.
I'm leaving. I'm
Okay.
going out the door. I am done with the crying. It's sad. I don't like it.
What is Nyx doing?
Nyx is gonna just look at Kinyo, just kind of almost waiting to see if they're leaving. Like waiting for the okay.
You can go. I'll be down in a minute. Unless you want to hear what I have to say.
She would just look between them, nod her head and say, okay. And then just walk out.
Okay.
So everybody is out of the room except for me and the woman that's crying on her knees.
Yes.
Yep, clutching a doll.
Yep.
Hi, Betty.
Do you feel happy? I say to the woman who is obviously crying.
No! I need my Gertrude back.
Why aren't you going to find her?
Because if he has her, I can't stop him.
So you're saying what you're doing right now is pointless. Why are you
What do you
crying?
mean?
Why are you crying on the floor, not doing anything?
'Cause I'm not strong enough to stop him from from getting my daughter back.
And so crying
You
on the floor here is going to help.
Well, there's not else I can do. Are you gonna help? Or are you one of his?
Heck, Okay. You see her eyes lighten up and an evil smile grow across her face. Can I get her to make an intelligence saving throw?
Okay. I gotta pull up. See, what is she?
Probably a
She's
commoner.
technically a. Yeah, it is a commoner. Yep. Okay, hold on. Let me go find that. Do. Oh. Wasn't expecting this, man. I had to go find him.
You're welcome. Players are designed to ruin the plans of a GM.
Okay.
How
let's
we
see.
know we're doing
maybe I'll-
our jobs.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Commoner.
Commoners usually have 10 in all stats. So if you don't know what you
Okay,
want to
that's.
do,
Yeah,
it's
and then
commoner.
would it be like? No, it wouldn't be. There wouldn't be
there
any.
wouldn't be any
like,
pluses,
pluses.
or minuses because they're
Would
a
there be any
commoner with
minuses? Okay.
stats of. They're all plus, just straight zeros. So if you rolled a
Oh,
20,
fantastic.
you could do
Yep.
the number because it would be a +0, -0.
Fantastic. It was a 15 for the
Great.
intelligence
Let's go
check.
ahead and do Silvery Barbs as a reaction to have a reroll and take the lower of the two options. That's nice that I can just reactionally give a disadvantage. And I'll
So
give
the
myself
other roll
advantage on
was a
my next attack
16.
roll. Okay,
So a 15 is the lowest.
great. We'll just do the spell again. Another
Oh,
intelligence saving throw. The second level, 2 slots used.
Okay. Next roll. This dice does not like you. Got
Let's-
another 15.
Great, let's use another reaction.
Silvery Barbs, what's that?
Mhm.
Or
Yep, so
Okay.
4 spell slots used so far.
oh, darn it, this is in your favor. It was a 5.
I still had 2 more slots to use. She
Okay.
hears me speaking
Sorry, Betty.
in Undercommon when I'm doing this.
Okay.
Inside her own mind, you attempt to craft an illusion in the mind of a creature you can see within range. The target makes an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, you create the phantasmal object, creature, or other phenomena. So it's going to be her daughter leaving. And leaving through an image in her own, in the woman's mind of her daughter running through the house and leaving and
Okay.
cussing out her mom as she leaves. And that would be, if it'll roll, I don't know if it did. There you go.
It's going. Yeah.
5 psychic damage based off of her health pool,
Okay.
which most commoners have
Most commoners-
1.
Was it? Okay, I was gonna say, is it like 1 or 8 or something like that? I thought it was like under a 10.
I believe most commoners have a 1.
CJ, do you recall any commoners being around like a 1, or is it?
What happened?
Oh, their hit point is 4. It's a 1d8.
Oh, hit points 4. Okay, so
It's a 4
okay.
average.
4 average. Okay, so 1d8 you said.
So
Okay, so I'll roll that to see what her.
yeah, if you want to do that for every commoner you come across.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'll
Because
just put little notes.
The
1.
silvery barbs
D8.
gives me advantage on my next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay, so I rolled a 1d8 and her life HP was a 5.
Great.
So
So she sees that own image of her daughter leaving, cussing her out, and dies.
So as she sees that image, she screams, and what everyone else can hear, depending if they're still like, even if they were
We're
out of the building, they just hear
downstairs.
no, and then a slight. It wasn't really a thud. You just kind of just hear no, and then
A muffled one.
silence. Muffled, yeah.
Muffled thud. Loud scream.
Yeah. Depending on where you are in the house, if you were still on the stairs, you probably would have heard the thud. If you were down, like by the front door, you probably wouldn't hear much. You just had heard the word, the screaming word "no," as it then breaks off, and silence follows behind.
Okay.
Right, and then I'll walk down the stairs. All right, what's the plan, everybody? Where are we going? Next, you want to keep leading the trail? We'll keep an eye out for her.
He's gonna growl at the name again.
Mm,
And instead of taking you on the path that
If I'm
Nyx
saying the
was
wrong
following-
name, I don't know what the proper name is as a player.
Leica.
Okay, great.
Because she's in her rage appearance right now.
hmm
Okay. Now, would your character kind of be?
I would use the
doing that
proper
on
name
purpose?
for. I'd use the proper name for the situation. I've been using what I believe the name was, the right name
No,
was for
you're
the whole
good.
time.
Okay.
Just so.
I forgot we hadn't gone back over it again. I apologize.
No, it's been a month.
Yeah. Okay. So instead of taking everyone that direction, she would take this route.
I like that nobody questions what just happened.
If
Can-
you do
can you-
the other building, I know.
Huh.
What were you saying, Sumia?
That's okay.
I was gonna say she hasn't gone anywhere yet.
Oh, hey, can you, as you walk out of the house, I want you to do a perception check.
Boy, since I haven't done anything else, I'm gonna
Ooh.
use advantage from my silvery bars. Let me revisit that. Yeah, it's the next one you make. Okay, cool. Attack
Yeah.
roll, ability check, saving throw, perception. Oh, that
I
wasn't
know,
even
Betty.
advantage. Hold
Also
on.
sick.
Oh, okay, it was almost a nat 20. Oh well.
Oh, so close. Okay. Well, that 16 still is good. Is that, yeah, because there's the plus 3. You notice that there's a nice bat just chilling on a roof, just watching the house, and you have a feeling of who it might be. It's just not an ordinary bat. And it flies away.
I make eye contact, but choose not to say anything, knowing who it is.
Yeah. Because they know that bat knows what happened.
Good.
So, Samia, I know Nyx is bringing us back down, but you were at one point going to the other building. Are you still interested going into the other building, or
Now
um?
I'll go into the other building. I'll just do like a quick check just to see what's going
Okay.
on with this dilapidated building.
Yes. It may be like that, but it is actually has something activity going on this side. As you open the door, it is lit up, so you don't even need your lantern anymore.
Okay.
So if you're in the process, unless you already had it, probably put it away once you stepped outside, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Good to me.
Because it's like still slightly daylight out, so you can still kind of see. So what you see when you look in, you see there's a blazing fire in a hearth. They can kind of feel some warmth into this building more than what is outside. You notice that the outside has that damp, coolness to it, kind of feel like a fall crispiness, but
Mhm.
gloomier. And that you see there are a few people that are in this tavern in itself. You see the barkeep, and you see 3 people sitting close together, and a person by himself. That's kind of sitting up, kind kind of up and away from the three that are kind of huddled together and talking, which they abruptly stopped and they all looked to the door it had opened and see you.
Looks like a party's going on in here. It's like a bar though? It's like a tavern?
Yes, it's like a tavern. Yep.
I mean, is anybody hungry? We need to grab some food real quick.
Yeah, I haven't had food in a while.
I just
I
kinda
do
look
not require
inside
food. But I am always down for hospitality.
I don't know that it looks very friendly in here, but I mean,
Everything's
it's
friendly.
definitely.
Change your attitude a little bit. No, sorry, that wasn't saying you have an attitude, but that was like depending on what you consider friendly.
I was like, wow, geez.
I mean,
Yeah, I just it's like once I said, I was like, oh
I'm
no, that
really
was
nice
way more
person.
rude than I intended. I'm so sorry.
I'm like, I'm a nice one. Jesus.
No,
yeah,
I didn't mean it
she's
like
actually
that. I
the only nice
swear.
one here. No,
You're the one that I actually want to be friends with, character-wise, like the most. Well, people-wise too, you don't. But
Nyx is lovely.
we just
Like
met you, so I don't know that
She is-
quite yet.
She is beautiful.
Yes,
so,
to be friends
I'm-
with Kinyo.
I'm gonna just like slowly like walk in and just kind of like make eye contact with everybody and slowly make my way to an empty table.
Okay.
And like ears keen to any conversations that may be going on.
So the three people that see you walk in, they kind of just turn their heads and go back to their own like little conversation. They kind of are, instead of talking at their normal volume, they kind of bring their voices down a little bit. So you have to get a little bit closer if you want to be able to hear what they're saying.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure I'm like positioned at the table, like the closest to them empty table, and just sit down at the in the chair closest to them, and at that table,
I will join across the table from Samia.
so you can eyeball them.
Okay. So as Kinyo, you walk in, they look up.
I haven't put my dagger away.
Of course not.
Okay. I don't make eye contact with
And
the other people, though.
one
I
of
just
them-
go towards the table where Samia is sitting.
One of them kind of gives raised eyebrows and then gives a glare at you like they recognized who you were.
Oh, that's concerning.
Is Kinyo making any kind of reaction that I would notice?
She has very good control of her facial features and would remain as stoic as possible, unless
Okay.
otherwise it's scripted.
Okay. All right. Well then.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I was walking around it, or behind her.
Yeah,
I mean, and
the
what I've been able to see,
Nines
the
and-
glare.
and Nick, Laika
Yes.
might be able to notice.
Yes, they do kind of. The one that glared at Kinyu also looks and notices you, Laika, and
And a
kind of
bear,
nudges
too.
the other two, and they both look and see you guys. And they do look familiar to you too. You've seen them around.
I'm just gonna kind of lean.
You
over-
are.
Do I have good feelings or bad feelings towards them?
You have mixed feelings.
So bad feelings. Black and
Mixed
whites,
feelings.
baby. Black and whites.
It
What's
depends on the day.
What's Samia trying to do? She's gonna lean.
I was like saying,
Yeah,
just
it's supposed to be.
leaning over the table a little bit to Kenyo and being like, should we be here? Like, maybe this would be a bad idea.
I'm going. No, I feel like we're okay. I'm gonna say out loud to the people who have noticed us, hey, you don't need to be here. It's okay if you leave. I'm gonna roll a persuasion check.
Sorry, I'm just really hungry.
Yeah, not you. You're fine. we need food. I haven't eaten in a while. I'm gonna roll a persuasion check to the people who are eyeing Nix and I and try to get them to leave.
Okay.
23.
Leave.
Oh, it was not anything loud either. It was just. I mean, it was raised volume, but it was just enough to say, yeah, you guys don't need to be here right now. I think it might be nice for you guys to take a walk right now.
Is that like a vampire persuasion?
I don't know. I wasn't invited into this building.
Well, it's a public building.
Oh.
You're invited for that, dude.
I believe so. I believe that's how stereotypical vampires,
So-
from what I'm aware of, and what my character's
Not-
aware of, works.
So they get up and slowly walk to your table. And the one goes, we leave when we want to leave. This is our place.
Excellent. It seems like you wanted
Now,
to leave,
don't
right?
you
Let's do another persuasion check.
don't you have up another place? No, we're gonna do this. They're just. Don't you have some place to be? Don't you both have some place to be? And the main one who's talking, which is like the middle person, is looking at both you and Leica. Are you still in Leica form?
Absolutely.
Okay, yes.
So are they like in our faces now a little bit?
No, they're not. They're not fully in their face. They're kind of halfway between the door and you. Like that persuasion of like saying to leave. They're trying to resist, and so you can roll another persuasion to see if.
Oh, good. Let's try it again. A
if
19?
You know, one of them just kind
That's
of rolls
An
their eyes.
intimidation.
There's intimidation.
I'm just gonna look at Nines and be
Almost-
like a little afraid.
Don't worry.
It's almost
Samia,
like they're
it's just-
mean.
Oh.
The mean girl. You
So
know the mean
Leica-
girls. Yeah.
No, she takes 2 steps forward. What looked like leaves covering her shoulders almost start to bristle upwards as her nails kind of curve into claws. She says, I think you might want to listen to my friend.
That was a natural 22. As well.
No,
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
That,
Natural 20.
that would also have a +2.
Okay.
So-
So with the persuasion, because I mean, he also had a good high persuasion up there as well. With intimidation and everything, they kind of give like that in the Mean Girls, the three ones just kind of they cross their arms, kind of look down a little bit at you, and then just roll their one, just the other one, just the one, just like ugh, and then it's like fine, we have some other places to be anyways.
That's what I thought.
Just make it seem like it was their idea, but they're like, she's waiting for you. You guys are late. And then they kind of like huff off and actually go into, instead of walking out the front door, they kind of circle back around and go to the back part of the tavern and leave that way to the back rooms.
Yeah, they're gonna choose to go the way they want to go.
Yeah. They're like, oh,
I'm not gonna leave out the front.
We can leave, but you didn't. You didn't say we had to leave out the front, so. And so those three leave. But with that conversation, Samina and Nines, you did hear that they own the place, kind of thing. So, the tavern.
Yeah,
And there is something going on. Yeah.
but with that perspective, the people who
Yeah.
own the place listened to Nix and Kinyo, so
Yeah.
or to Laika
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kinyo, so whatever that means to you.
Yeah.
Who's waiting? for
By the
you?
way, did they look like Vistani?
Yes, they were part of the Vistani.
That was
so
not
that's
made clear to
why,
me, so I was clarifying.
No. Oh, sorry. I thought I said it out loud, but I
Nope,
must have said
you
it in
did
my
not.
head.
You did not say Vistani at all. You just said they know you. I'm like, well, who in this town knows me?
Vistani people know you.
Okay, great.
And the whole them saying she's waiting for you
Yeah, I
and
know who
everything,
that means.
that's where you have to go back. Yeah, okay. Brennan, that means you just gotta go back to the encampment.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. That's
Tamia is definitely questioning who is she that is
which she?
waiting on you.
Oh, yeah.
That is waiting on
Yeah.
you.
Are you asking that, wondering, or
Betty.
asking?
Yes, I'm asking that
Okay.
one because like I still don't technically know you guys that well, so like I don't know what's going on.
Next, Laika, why don't you take this? That's me messing up as a player again, by the way. I'm saying the right name every single time in character.
No, you're good. What am I taking?
Who is the woman that's waiting on us?
It is the one that leads the encampment, if that helps.
What?
And if you don't know, like, and you're blacking out because you are upset with people trying to threaten your territory, I'll take over.
Yeah, I think that
So you as a player don't know. Okay, hold on, I'll tell you.
I as a
Yeah.
player don't know. But also, to be completely honest, Laika would be fighting real hard not to go rip their throats out.
Keep in mind that
Because
they are
Kinyo
allies
also-
too, so.
Well, that's why she's gonna
Yeah.
be fighting real hard. That's why she didn't just do it.
Yeah, they are. It's like a mix because there's some Vistani's that are you're aware that are the spies for Strahd, but also there's ones that are not. So there's a mixed emotion kind of thing. That's why I said that it's like depends on the day.
That's fair.
Okay,
That
s-
person is a fortune teller. That is somebody that I feel we should probably go communicate with again at some point. That's where home is, that I was trying to encourage Nyx to go to. And now that we have Laika here, I'm kind of just letting it play out first. I wanted to make sure that we're fine.
Oh.
And
So I guess
when he,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, this kind of brings maybe with like the name of the person, and you would be Madam Eva. So you're more than welcome to say if you want to recall that name as Kinyo is mentioning the stuff, or you can hold it back, letting you know that's probably from the rage point.
So Laika's gonna kind of come back from the rage and kind of look over at the table and go, "Oh, Eva. Yeah, she's looking for us."
Eva. Who the fuck is Eva? Okay.
She's a futuristic. This is a deception check. She's a futuristic robot that falls in love with Wally.
Oh no! Everyone roll this.
Oh, I can do a deception again if you want me to.
Yeah, do it, please. I don't
There you
think I
go.
saw
Hold
your
on,
check.
it's a 6 with a minimum of a 19 because of my subclass again.
Mm. Well, I don't know who Wally is, but okay.
But we do
I'm
know
just
that
gonna-
robots exist, or something indicative of Warforged. I could say Warforged instead of robot.
Yeah.
A futuristic Warforged. Because we have one of those and they exist here. Because there's one
True.
here.
So I'm just gonna everything seems calmer in there now, so I'm gonna order some food and kind of nibble at it because questions are going on in my head and I'm feeling a little nervous about these people that I'm partied with right now.
So what you get is pretty much a questionable soup,
Yeah,
some stale bread,
it's got to be better than what I was
And
having in
a-
the house.
Yes, it's gonna feel like it's gonna be like a luxury to you. And they have a glass of wine, or you can do water.
do-
There's not much to this tavern.
I'll do the wine. Hopefully it's not nasty.
It's 1 copper piece. It's nasty. But to you, because you haven't had, it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
It's been a while. So it's like, it's not great.
If-
You definitely had better. But what's going on right now? You need it.
If you've
Yeah.
had
It's
gonna
some
get you drunk.
narcotics in the past, and you just want that hit again, it doesn't really matter the quality, as long as
Yeah.
the drugs take effect. So, it seems like you have some questions based off your facial expressions and your tone and your concern.
I just don't know. And I kind of look up at Nines and look back at you guys and the 2 beautiful women in front of me. And just she's just kind of, she's nervous, but she's not gonna go anywhere. She's gonna help any way that she can, but she isn't quite sure what her purpose is gonna be, because she wasn't even supposed to be in this party. So she's just kind of like not sure what's going on. So she's gonna, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm good. And just like keep putting food in her mouth and drinking her wine and just kind of avoid making a wrong statement, because she doesn't want that other girl to like freak out at her.
Awesome, sounds good. Glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nines, what are you thinking?
Just listening. Just everyone seems to have their own things that they're doing, so I don't really have much of an opinion as long as I get to find half or gnomes or Goliaths or whatever.
Okay.
Like
There
I don't
is
I don't really
the
know what
barkeep.
much to think, because they have their own thing that they're doing. So
Well, there's still 2 people at the bar. The barkeep, who kind of reluctantly served you guys, and accepted the money, which probably came out to like 5 copper pieces. So not much.
Interesting concept to cover that. We don't have any money because we don't have any Strahd money.
No.
do have Strahd
Siren
money?
picked up some money
Oh, okay.
during the death
Yeah.
house.
Okay,
Yeah,
never
I
mind.
have-
You got like 11 silver pieces, I believe if it was.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, I don't have any Strahd money.
And then, like,
let me clarify that.
Or
but-
11 copper pieces and something silver pieces.
Okay.
Or gold. Or maybe it's gold. I don't know. She has some money.
Yeah.
She was able to retrieve some money from the death house when she was scavenging.
Okay.
So if she was feeding you guys, yeah, we'll call it what? There's 3 that need to eat, right? No, 4. No, 3. Yes, 3.
3. I don't
I'm-
need to eat or drink or.
Because I counted my.
Not
yeah.
fun.
So 15 copper pieces if everyone had the same thing.
Okay.
So expensive.
Silver.
Yeah.
Are you excited that you get to do some math?
You said how much copper? 16?
15. Oh, sure. You tipped him?
No, for the. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
It was 15, 1-5.
I'm telling you.
But if you
get-
wanted to give him like 1 copper piece,
I had the last campaign I was DMing. The party went to one country where like people were like hella oppressed, but they were like viciously taught to like worship the dollar, or not the dollar, but like gold and shit like that, but in a way where it was like coupled with like your labor and stuff. So it essentially meant it like came to a point where tipping wasn't allowed, like period. The party didn't know that, so Paladin tried to leave a tip, and then it got refused, and so he forced the tip on this lady, and That sounded really bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he forced a gold coin on this like waitress lady. Like he just kind of hid it on the table. But essentially, him leaving this lady this tip essentially led to like almost an economic breakdown for the city, for like the capital city.
Oh, I thought she would get killed or something.
She did.
But, oh God. Yeah.
She got blamed for the economic break. So she ran out in the street after him with the gold coin and she threw it at him. But she tripped and she got run over by a cart in the street. That didn't kill her. That didn't kill her. It just hurt her and maimed her. Like the cart just kind of flipped over. But it caused like a big backup on the port and stuff. So the city lost like an entire day's worth of work and stuff. And she got executed the next day. And the
Oh
party
my
had to be there to
God.
bear witness to it.
Wow.
And the whole party, like, they weren't evil, but because, you know, they were trying to get to the end of this specific portion of their thing, they didn't allow the paladin to step forward to actually take blame for it. They, like, literally held their hands over his mouth and stuff and held him down so
The
he
party
couldn't-
did?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
They-
horrible. Poor Paladin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I broke that paladin, that campaign.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Poor guy. It
campaigns,
reminds me of like,
Yeah.
oh, this one. Yes. I was like, you know what? That story actually kind of happened in real life. With me, but the person didn't die. But we had a waitress chase one of my friends and force the tip back. She's like, I don't need this money. Like that.
yeah,
So I'm
there
like,
are,
yeah, that actually
there
happens
are
in real
foreign
life.
countries where tips are not allowed. So
Oh no. This is actually here, in the U.S.
oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. But anyways, let's get back to this. Okay. Oh, whoops! I just realized I switched two of these things around for like which building goes to which. Oh, that's fine. It's fine.
Fair warning, I have 34 minutes until I have to leave.
Oh yes. Okay.
That does not
so
mean the session needs to end. That just means that I will be leaving.
we'll just make your character just go wander off somewhere. Maybe
No.
stay at the tavern.
I will be following Nyx/Leica wherever, giving her advantage on anything charisma related.
Yay.
Okay. We'll try to keep that noted. So you guys are eating your meal and everything. You kind of finish up, and there's just been a single person sitting by himself, just kind of ignoring everyone. And the barkeep just kind of keeps washing the same glass over and over again with a dirty rag. Bored,
I've seen that.
but
movie.
kind of half turned away from you. Which one? The one where there's
Just
that
cleaning
lone
the rag.
person.
You know, well, Lord of the Rings, but where they're just like cleaning the same glass over and over again.
Well,
Yeah.
Dirty rag.
Yeah.
seems like we
With
should
the dirty rag.
eat our
Hmm.
stuff and head out.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Where are we going? Are we gonna go
Home.
see this Eve
We're going home.
lady?
The yellow line is our new route.
Nope.
Maybe. What is that? Where did the yellow come from?
Well, you see.
Did you change your mind?
No. The food was delicious.
Was that Leica's route?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the
But-
food helped her out.
The smell of food brings Nyx back to the surface. Her whole body just relaxes. The playful
yeah.
glint returns to her eyes, and her features almost seem to soften.
So pretty.
It's a good
So
thing my
life is
character
like her
specializes in cooking food for
Yes.
people.
That will
Okay,
be
Not
so
this one.
Man, I could do so much better.
Huh?
Is your character thinking that he could cook so much better than this bland soup that they have and stale bread?
Oh my goodness, no. He would never think any disparaging thoughts on the effort that other people put into their food.
Aw, such a sweet person for now.
He is
For now.
Oh,
he is a hospitable part. He's spent the last 500 years working with gnomes and giants. Like he is just all about community and family. he's neutral. Like, don't worry, his beliefs and like he understands that things need to die and bad things happen for reasons. But that
Ran
doesn't
into a
mean
couple
he can't
murder
be,
hobos.
Yeah, like that does not mean that he can't be a hospitable person whenever he can be.
We'll drive that out of you, don't
Ah,
worry.
yes. I mean, you do got one murder hobo with you guys right now.
I guess that's
understand.
accurate. I am nomadic.
I wrote
Yep.
a character specifically that is like mentally capable of dealing with our current circumstance.
Yeah.
Yay!
So you're like, there's a murder hobo in the mist, just killing
Yep.
random party members and
Yeah, that could-
NPCs.
Why
I
not
wonder what that
both?
could be. You don't discriminate.
Yeah. I hate everyone equally.
Yay!
Yes. Are you guys gonna stay in the tavern some more, or are you guys gonna go back out and let?
I'm- Done with this, so let's go to whatever they want to do.
All right, Nix, go ahead and lead the way.
Yay! Back to the adventure.
After probably a half hour to an hour of food consumption and alcohol, which I did not partake in. I don't drink alcohol.
Nick's drinks a lot.
I needed
of
it.
alcohol.
Oh, that's fine.
Nix and I were kicking it back.
Oh, absolutely.
So this might get real fun. Okay.
Maybe we'll see what happens with
Here,
the,
one
the
sec, let's see.
alcohol.
It wasn't
Yes,
that
will
good.
it
I
affect you?
couldn't even-
Oh,
Follow the roll.
Oh,
Do it.
what is
I don't know.
what is that?
I don't know, but do
no,
it.
that is just a survival.
Okay.
So Nick's
To see if you're focusing, you can find your path
Yeah.
again.
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Is it just straight six, or do you have a plus to that?
Oh, it's a 10.
Oh, nice. Okay.
A 10. Okay. Now, it's going to take you a little bit because you're a little bit more warm and fuzzy on the inside. Just a little bit more happy and content because you also found Kinyu. So you're just like, I'm good. It's fine.
So
Oh,
the pacing is slower, and the directions will take wrong turns a couple times.
Yeah.
he does
yeah.
a lot of
then-
like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, crossing her arms, like pointing in front of her. And she's trying to be quiet, but she is not at all. So she's like, eeny, meeny, miny, that way. And then just picks a direction.
Right.
Are you sure you don't want?
And
me
also
to
these-
take
I'm
over
guessing
your
these-
guidance?
I think we're doing great.
Okay, great.
Wouldn't you agree?
No, I would not. But I'm not gonna ruin your fun from it. So let's
Aw.
continue wandering.
You're
So
great.
you guys see the grass, and you're like, and you're noticing you're leaving the town, but
And we're back at the tavern. It's a party. Da-da-da. Oh, lost my map.
What happened?
you guys, she goes back around. She's like,
We went back by
we're
the
going back
tavern.
home. Yeah.
And then we come up
I had to
and
make
we
sure
go
where she was
around
going.
these buildings and this
Okay,
way.
Hold 1 sec. I don't. Mine is a little bit of a lag. Okay.
Yeah, that
So
makes
by
sense. I
that
think this
big
is the right way.
building. Yeah. That. Oops. Sorry. I didn't mean to click on that one. The big brown building right there. Can you guys see it? No.
Yes.
This thing right here, where the Dakota is.
Yep. We're all four of us are right now.
Yes.
Yes, right there. You kind of pass by, and you know that there is some light coming out of this building's window as well, but there's some heavy curtains to it, so it's kind of like a little sporadic little things here and there. And there's a sign over the door with its that reads, oh, excuse me, Bildris Mercantile?
Mercantile.
Mercantile.
Mercantile? But there's no mercantile.
There's no 8. Yeah, it's
Okay.
mercantile.
Okay. I wanted to add H so bad. That's me adding letters. So you guys are more than welcome to go in, or you just keep wandering.
I'm gonna follow Nyx's guidance.
I say
I
she
think
keeps
she's leading
walking.
the right way now.
Does anybody want to go into the building?
I'll just keep following.
Again, I'm just keeping note of where things are, and then once we get to our destination, I know we can come back. Potentially.
Nyx is gonna link arms with Samia and Kinyo and kind of like skip as she's.
Can I wait? Can I be between them so that they can like lift me up like I'm a little kid?
Sure.
Yes.
Sorry, just
And we're
So
just
at
skipping.
first it
Her
was with
feet
Nix in the
dangling.
middle, and then they switched it around. They're like, this isn't working, and they switched with Nines and Mjolnir just trailing behind.
Kinyo is not skipping at all, but we'll keep up pace with Nyx.
Nyx is skipping
Correct.
ferociously.
okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm skipping with her.
So one side of your
I'll
body
try.
is jostling up and down, and the other one is remaining stationary as you move forward in the air.
Yeah.
We're back in the alley where we started.
Yeah, I noticed.
This is great.
It's weird noticing that there's a straight line. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's follow the yellow line.
Well, it's starting to get dark now.
I was gonna say Nyx is gonna look around and then realize this is over here.
Cool.
Go, oh!
And you guys stumbled upon a church. So is let's see. This it's obviously it has weathered and it kind of looks like it's been through some rough centuries. It's worn and weary. There's a bell tower that rises toward the back, and its flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters, you can see that they're not very the strongest, kind of rough, kind of feebly, just barely hanging on. Do you guys approach the church doors, or you just kind of stay back?
I'm following Nyx.
Nyx is just gonna stop here and be like, this is where I started.
Is this where Eva is?
No. What
No.
Oh, I thought we were going to your home where Eva is.
Oh, yeah. Nyx led us the wrong way.
Oh.
You look over at
She
Nyx and she
event-
is very drunk.
She's just kind of swaying back and forth. She looks pretty content though.
Yeah, she's happy, which is why I
Yeah.
didn't do anything to stop it. Which is rare.
He does not hold the alcohol very well, especially the cheap ones. Now, it's kind of vaguely in the right direction. It's just a little bit farther north of where they wanted to go. So she got to the west side of the village, and that's was her goal with this drunken stupor she was in.
You moved 25 feet to the west after a half hour of walking around the village. This is good.
Yay!
So yes, you guys are more than welcome to see if you want to go inside the church, or you can convince Kinyo to start bringing you in the correct direction. But it is getting dark out. But there's still abandoned buildings and everything. So if you wanted to, there is a good chance you could use one of them for shelter. Because I don't think you guys really have much. Well, no, you'll have some things, but.
I do you want to go in there? I say very hesitantly because she really doesn't want to.
But it's a church. Aren't you a cleric?
That doesn't look like a very nice church.
You can
You're
roll
right.
insight or something like that to see your feelings about it.
That's a good point, too.
Mm-hmm.
Roll what?
Insight.
Okay,
Insight.
Sure, I'll do that. Let's see.
Mm, 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 mm.
That reminds me, Nyx is playing her kazoo.
Yeah, it doesn't.
14.
Well, I'm gonna let the DM talk and not me. I ran the game 6 times.
It's shush. Okay, so let's see here. Well, you kind of vaguely hear some chanting going on. It's a little bit muffled because the door is shut from the church, so you can tell that there's people or something's inside, but it sounds human. The chanting. It's almost like someone doing a prayer.
Okay, can I do like a religion check to see like if it's a holy church or a not so holy church?
Well, based off the buildings
Sure.
having parts of its walls missing, I would say it's a holy church.
Okay.
It's with
So
it.
I religion. Oh, she's not gonna know shit.
Which
Yeah,
honestly
you're not too
does make
familiar
sense.
with-
So
I mean, yeah, you're not sure what's going on here. You just recognize that you're like, hey, yeah, this is definitely a church.
Your track record with chanting is pretty good, so
Yeah.
only a few deaths.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you guys. If you
Are you sure?
Sure, as long as I'm not on any sacrificial altar, we can do it.
Whatever winds up being the safest camp for us to go to right now.
great.
Is
Let's
what I would
go
like to
home
go do.
next,
Okay.
and we're gonna
I-
ignore
Before
the
you
church.
guys,
I look at Nines with the most gratitude in her eyes right now.
you guys are like, we don't trust places with chanting.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
death house.
don't get me wrong. I would love to go in there.
I need you all to roll a perception check real quick.
Over bidden. Yeah, there's
Perception
nothing in
check.
there anyway.
Oh, this is not for that. This is for your surroundings.
Okay.
Or you could probably do survival, whichever's higher. Perception or survival. We'll do that.
My result will be the same. Both will be below 10.
Okay. And then Nyx, yours is just straight 5, or is there a
9.
add to it?
It's +4.
9. Okay. Okay, so Kinyu and Nyx are not really paying attention to anything. However, Nines and Samia, you kind of, when you're looking back, because you turn back to talk to them, you notice going in this direction. Do you see my little line growing?
Yes.
Okay, going in this direction. You see a cart with you couldn't tell like who was driving it, but you can see someone, just a cart kind of just randomly, and this is your first time you've seen anything. You've been traveling throughout the entire village following Nyx, and this is the first you've seen something that had a cart. And it's going slow, so if you guys would be able to catch up to it. And there's an aroma that's coming from the cart that kind of drifts to you guys.
Aroma of?
Of minced pies. Things that you know, kind of almost like a little memory from back outside of the village, like being stuck here. Back home almost kind of smell.
I mean, I already ate, so
we just ate, so I'm not
Yeah.
too curious about it. We could see him later.
I don't have any money.
That is the other thing.
Oh, the one person has money.
Yeah, but I don't, and I'm not gonna. I have no reason to do that or push other people to pay. So
I mean, it's our money. I'm just carrying it.
oh, okay. In that case, hey, I'll get some.
But we just ate, so do we need to?
We don't need to, but we might get hungry on the trip. I mean, it might be a couple hours of walking still.
I've got rations.
Mm-mm. Nyx?
Nyx is going to be silently chanting, not so silently. Bye, bye, bye. She's drunk.
And it smells so delicious.
But it does also take us the opposite direction of where we want to go, kind of.
Eggs. A little bit, yeah. If you catch up to her in time, you know, you might not. You could just take a little detour and then go back to the direction you need to go.
We can always, yeah. Let's just go to the cart.
Okay,
Let's go say hi to them.
sure.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to the cart.
So when you guys reach the cart, you notice that the person isn't there, but you see an older lady, kind of like almost like a grandma kind of style, just walking back from one of the houses that had a little smoke coming into it, and putting some coin into her little bag. She looks up, putting the money in. She goes and sees the travelers, and she goes, "Oh, dearies, are you hungry?"
No, not really. We just had a lot of food.
Yeah. Oh, are you sure? These pastries, they're delicious.
What's in them?
Yeah, can I roll insight to see if she's being nefarious?
Sure.
Roll it with advantage.
Nice. 19.
See if you. Nope. All right, the second one was worse. So we're gonna take that 19.
19. Okay. And she's kind of explaining the meat and the pastries and the doughs that are made with them, and then she goes and proceeds. Well, and then there's a dash of magic to hope. You know, helps those ones who are in misery and despair of every day living here. I help give them some light, some feeling of hopefulness when they enjoy my pies.
I'm gonna
But
tell her
do
about
I-
the lady in that house.
Yeah, we
She's-
can, if we want to,
there.
we can bring one back to her. So yeah, that might be nice.
She can take it.
But does that is she genuinely altruistic about this, or is she being, you know, evil with her intentions?
This is just kind of, well, I would say in a way.
Sorry, I think you cut out
part,
for me a
yeah,
little bit.
the part before in a way
Neutral.
cut out. Okay.
Oh, so neutral in a way. So it depends on the person. So someone who is in kind of like in that despair, they'll see hopeful happiness and stuff. But if they're not in that kind of sensation or feeling, and they're just kind of
But she's not like
soulless
intentionally
human.
like trying to harm anybody with this, or she's not like doesn't have, from what I can tell, evil motives or anything like that. Like she's just selling pies that do a thing.
I don't know. She seems fine. I really
I
I
mean-
can't tell.
That's kind of what it sounds like to me. Is like if she's just got like a neutral demeanor about it, it's like Or like if I
Yeah,
can only tell
I mean,
she's
she
being
just-
neutral, then it's more like she's just a pie salesman that just has pies that do a thing.
And-
yeah, it seems like
And
the
they
pies
just
have a
kind of have a
magical effect.
magical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
it's
kind of
like if
helps
she doesn't.
get rid of the.
it brings joy to people who are
It's-
suffering emotionally.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like a pharmacist. You know, it's like they're doing it because it's just a thing that people could need. You know. But
Yeah, and
it's-
all pharmacists are ethically moral, so that's good.
Oh.
Oh, that's not
I mean,
true.
they're both good. and
I
bad.
actually consider
It is-
I consider pharmacists practitioners decently. Like, it's weird to say because of the
How
way
much
the
for a
Hippocratic
dime
Oath
of
is,
pies?
but I consider them decently amoral on it because they're required to help anybody in need.
That's true.
They're not allowed to make a determination of who is and isn't.
Unless
worthy
their
of
health
help.
insurance doesn't cover it. Yeah,
That's true, and those are pieces of shit.
I agree.
Okay, so does our
That's
insurance
the solution
cover
for
it?
that.
Yeah, is our
and
insurance covering
then-
these pies?
Well, they are. Well, dearies, these pies are very special, so they do cost 1 gold piece each.
Ew.
Do they keep well?
I was. Well, they taste best when they are hot. I mean, like all meat and sauces in a dough, they get a little soggy the longer you let them sit. And the best thing is to eat them all, eat the whole thing too. You don't want to leave any pieces behind. You don't need any little rodents following you.
Real quick, Heshta, what was your? Or sorry, Emily, for Heshta, what was her intelligence? Or did you have the bag of holding out or made? Or did you do other things?
I don't
If
know.
She had.
I don't think she had it made, to be completely honest.
If it's an
Oh, heck.
if it's an infusion, the bag of holding doesn't exist anymore because it was.
It exists for a number of days equal
Oh,
to her
true.
intelligence modifier after her death.
Very nice. Okay.
I don't think she.
So whatever magical items or anything you had are usable for us as magical items for a number of days equal to your intelligence modifier after you died.
Intelligence modifier was a +4.
Okay, so we're still at the day you died.
I don't think she had a chance to really do much for like making things as an artificer because you guys had to like some.
Well, she would have made them at the beginning of
Before
at the end of
joining
Long
the
Rest.
campaign.
So she had
Oh.
at least 2 infusions made. So, but I think it was on a crossbow and something else.
It was repeating shot, and then I think I had decided to do goggles.
Oh, the
of
little
night.
cannon. Oh, it was. I think
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
a
part of
little
her-
cannon thing.
The cannon was a subclass thing.
Oh, that was subclass. Okay.
Yeah. And you said goggles of night vision?
Of night, yeah.
Okay. Well, Samia, you can have goggles of night for the next 4 days.
Hey, yeah, that's great. That's really awesome.
You're like, I could have used that already when we were at the house.
Right? This lantern's a little quirky.
Oh, by the way, here's a much better tool for what you were doing.
Oh, we
Like,
just
I don't even
remembered.
need it right now.
Well,
Well,
it seems like it's time to leave. We appreciate
Yeah, I
the
know.
offer.
Thank you, yeah.
oh,
that-
it's,
Have a great
no,
night.
you don't want any pastries?
The cost is
no.
too steep, and the preservation and the time that we've already eaten food. So at this point, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, well, dearies. Well, maybe we'll meet again.
Hey, that's a good pun.
Maybe.
Goodbye, pie.
She slowly climbs back into her cart and slowly, kind of leads it on to the houses in the distance.
I could feel at least 50% of the party consider beating this old woman up and taking her.
We could.
I
I
mean,
felt it. I felt
don't
it in the
tempt me with
force.
a good time.
I felt
Do it.
so many people think about.
I definitely
Jeez.
deliberated. It's just an old woman.
Yeah.
I mean, it's at this point, it's not like I didn't do it to a commoner already out of the character.
Well, they don't know
I'm done.
that.
That's why I said out
I'm
of
down with
character.
I'm down with have a good night, old lady
Oh.
person. Maybe
I
we'll
mean,
meet
she is
again
rolling
and kill you in
away,
the future.
so.
Yeah.
rolling.
All right, let's
Great,
head out because
so-
I have 5 minutes and would like to be
Yep.
back. I'm not
Out we
ending the
go.
session. I'm just saying that I have 5 minutes left.
I mean, it's 10 o'clock, so like if we get there and have to end, that's fine.
Yeah, I would like to be able to continue being part of the session, but after things end.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay. So,
you
out
could
of
also just get to
play,
the town's
how
edge
far would
too.
you say the encampment would technically?
Well, if you bring up the
Yeah,
overall map,
We
I can
could
tell
do
you.
that. But
That-
okay. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can. One moment.
You have 5 minutes.
Oh no! Ha!
That's 5 minutes where I
We
just
don't
alt
need folder.
F4 and
Come on,
end
get-
session and drop call. So
God.
and walk out the door.
No, my computer is so slow. It's not a fast gaming computer.
That's okay. We can also end here before leaving.
True.
I mean,
Well, yeah, that's true. We could also do that. But I mean, I wasn't.
mean-
I was planning it maybe another hour, depending how everyone's feeling. Because mainly
I can
I'm
keep going
still-
for however long.
Yeah, but
Um,
you sound like shit, and I know when you're sick, it gets worse at night. So, I imagine you're
Yeah.
feeling disgusting right now.
yeah.
also we can actually set up a foundry.
That's why I was
and
like,
you
I
can,
could probably make it till 11.
You can talk with Dr. What about the other options while you're here. I'm trying to convince you to not do
Yeah.
it without me. Is what I'm trying to convince you to do. I would like to be here for
Well,
the
we
session.
can. Well, if you guys, we could do it where you could choose to camp outside or choose one of the abandoned buildings towards the. Oh, that's my eraser. Towards this area right over here, because that's technically where the pathway you would be taken to get to the encampment area.
I would say go to the
So-
encampment area. I don't trust sleeping in a random house.
Oh, you don't? You don't want a random encounter to start with?
No.
Let's see. I thought I had the map already up here at one point, but it must have gotten deleted.
Okay.
To the encampment.
I am at the point where I have to end. So
Okay.
Well, we're just